Welcome to Cord Cutting Today for April 24th, 2019. This is the show where I give you a quick look at some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now. If you want to learn more about these stories, in the show notes down below, I'll put a link to each story so you can read them out for yourself. Come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Helps us a lot because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we're doing, and hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV, but still watch the shows you want to enjoy. Well, there's been a lot of news in the last 24 hours and a lot of deals. So let's dive into the deals first and we'll get to the news in a moment. First up, PlayStation View's cord plane's on sale. It's $10 off right now for the first 2 months. This is a limited time deal. You have about a week to get in on this. If you've been thinking about PlayStation View, or maybe your PlayStation View Access plan, which is their basic entry level at $45 a month, you may want to consider trying out the core plan for $39.99 a month for the first 2 months. Current PlayStation View members can upgrade to the core plan to take advantage of this deal for the first 2 months. Or if you've been thinking about getting PlayStation View, this may be a time to give it a try for a few months, save $20 compared to the typical price. I'll put a link to that deal down in the show notes down below so you can read more about it. But it does end in about a week, so don't wait. There is also a ton of other great cord cutting deals happening. I posted an updated list of what I thought were the top 5 best cord cutting deals. Fortunately, I wrote this list before the PlayStation View deal came out, but in the show notes down below, I'll put a link to my top 5 cord cutting deals, which includes deals on like smart TV, streaming players, streaming services, and more down in the show notes. So if you're thinking about looking for some streaming services to try out, if you need a streaming player, link in the show notes down below for some cord cutting deals. All right, let's break into the news of the day. One of the biggest things about cord cutting is home internet. A lot of people struggle to find cheap home internet. Well, in Denver, 5G home internet has launched, just went live this week, through a company called Starry. This was from the people behind Aerial, and they now launch a wireless home internet service, currently live in like Washington, D.C., Boston, New York City recently went live, and now Denver can get unlimited data, no data cap, for $50 a month, high-speed home internet, perfect for streaming video. They say they intend to continue to roll this out, currently with 17 markets currently planned to roll out over the next year or so. They didn't really lay out a timeline for when all these 17 markets will go live, and they haven't listed all of them at this time. But this is great news if you live in Denver because it brings competition. Instead of just saying, hey, I have DSL and I have cable, well, now you also have 5G internet, maybe a fiber option depending on what part of Denver you live in. And that's a great news that you can now bid against these, right? Hey, if your cable provider isn't giving you a good deal, you can say, well, DSL is doing this, or 5G is doing that deal. $50 a month for a few hundred down, no data cap. Hey, it's a negotiating point. My question there, is there anyone here who has tried Starry 5G home internet? Do you live in New York, Boston, Washington, D.C., or Denver? I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you think of these packages. If you've used it, what's your experience been on streaming? They use a different standard for their 5G internet, their wireless, fixed wireless, than Verizon or AT&T are right now. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this 5G internet and how it works for you. The reviews I've read online have been mostly positive, but I'd love to hear from somebody who's actually used it and can give us some actual hands-on feedback. All right, next story up of the day. AT&T announces that they will have an announcement sometime this fall for their new streaming service. Last year, AT&T completed their sale of Time Warner. They now own the huge Time Warner catalog of movies and TV shows, which they have now renamed to Warner Media. And this includes things like Babylon 5 and the WB and even the HBO content and more are all now owned by AT&T. Now AT&T seems to be wanting to take that huge back catalog of content and put it into a subscription streaming service. There's even talk there would be a free tier, kind of like Hulu, limited content with ads, or pay to get access to even more content. A lot of this content is not streaming anywhere. It's not content you'll find on Hulu or Amazon or Netflix that AT&T could just put out there. It doesn't really cost AT&T anything because they have this huge catalog of content they own, not doing anything. Throw some ads behind it, throw a small subscription price on it, and get some money. We don't know what they're charging. It's been reported there'll be at least 3 tiers here. The higher tiers will include like HBO content. What that means, we don't know right now. We'll have to wait and see. My question to you is there any Time Warner content you would like to see, now called Warner Media? I know for a long time Babylon 5 was that show. Well, now that's over on Amazon, but what Warner content would you love to have access to that is not currently on a streaming service? Leave me a comment, let me know. The other question is, how much would you pay AT&T? You know, Disney is $6.99. Well, Disney is kind of Disney, and they get to kind of charge more than the average person. They have a huge catalog of high quality content that people are just absolutely in love with. People love their Disney content. And to get all this Disney content, it's a huge collection, plus Fox content, Pixar content, Marvel content for $6.99 a month. Is AT&T going to be able to keep their price below $5? Are they going to have to go down in the $3 or $4 a month range? Is there content that people are so in love with, like Disney, that they'll pay $6.99 for AT&T's Warner Media content? I'd love to hear from you. What do you think? What price point do you think they should take? Do you think they should do the free package? Is this a Pluto? Should they try to compete with Pluto TV and Viacom's move over there to kind of package ads around it the way that they're doing over there? Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you on what you think of this and what you think the pricing should be. Next story of the day, Pluto, I was just talking about Pluto. Philo is coming down to a single package. A lot of people have been asking, what does this mean? It's basically the $20 package that's currently offered for $20 will be the package going forward. But if you've not looked at Philo and you've been thinking about it and you want to know if you should jump in and get the $16 package before May 6th, when that package would no longer be offered, we just came together with a great post breaking down everything you need to know about the new Philo $20 a month package, and hopefully it will help you make a decision. So if you want to learn more about that, want to see if that package is right for you, or if you want to try to get the $16 package before it expires, because you get to keep it going forward as long as you're subscribed before the 6th, check out Jess's post down in the show notes for more details about Philo's $20 package. And let me know, is there any particular streaming services you wish we would do a full breakdown on? We've been kind of working our way through different detailed breakdowns, side-by-side comparisons of different services and more. I would love to hear from you. Is there a service out there that we haven't covered that you would like a detailed breakdown so you could really look at it and make a decision on it? Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Next up, AT&T, while they're working on Warner Media streaming service, another one of theirs is struggling. For the second quarter in a row, DirecTV Now has reported a net loss of subscribers. Now over 300,000 subscribers have canceled DirecTV Now in just 3 months. In the first quarter of 2018, in 6 months, 83,000 subscribers canceled DirecTV Now. This is down though from the fourth quarter of 2018, when DirecTV Now lost 267,000 subscribers. So, are you one of the subscribers? Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. A lot of people are pointing to the recent DirecTV Now price hike. I don't think so, because that price hike basically came right when it was reported right at the end of the first quarter of 2018. So, and the actual people didn't see their price go up until the second quarter. So that price hike didn't take effect for current subscribers until the second quarter of 2019. So I don't think we've seen the impact of that price hike affected, taking into account for DirecTV Now's numbers. Will be very interesting to see what the second quarter numbers now look like. We'll see, but for DirecTV Now to lose over 300,000 subscribers down to 1.5 million, there's a lot of talk they were going to top Sling, and that Sling was going to be surpassed as the largest live TV streaming service. Now, depending on rumors and who you talk to, Hulu or maybe even YouTube TV could be larger than DirecTV Now. We'll see if that continues. AT&T seems to be very happy, saying, hey, we're just going to worry about making a profit off of what we have, and we're not going to worry so much about the rest of it. In total, though, AT&T lost over 544,000 subscribers in the first 3 months of 2019. That is a absolutely devastating number compared to losing 391,000 subscribers in the fourth quarter of 2018. So, unfortunately, that is bad news for AT&T. And it's very interesting to see what AT&T is going to do. They put a lot of money into DirecTV when they bought it. with the expectation that they would make money off of DirecTV. While they're still making money, when you're losing over 500,000 subscribers in just 3 months, you got to wonder how long that's sustainable before the wheels start coming off a little bit here. We'll be interested to see what their long-term goal here is, because that number includes DirecTV Now, includes Uverse, and includes DirecTV satellite customers. What's AT&T's long-term plan here? I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. But what we'll have to wait for now is to see what Dish has lost. Dish is going to be announcing their numbers later on this month, or probably in May, excuse me. And we'll see, has Sling TV gained numbers, or have they lost numbers? I don't really think this is an issue with cord cutting, because you see the vast majority of cord cutting services reporting skyrocketing subscriber growth. Netflix is doing strong. All reports are that YouTube and Hulu and all these other ones are gaining subscribers. Fubo TV gaining subscribers. Free services like the Zoom and Pluto TV are reportedly seeing strong growth. DirecTV Now may be an outlier that people are just saying this isn't worth it for us. So be careful though. There will be stories out there that say, hey, DirecTV Now is losing subscribers. Cord cutting is over, right? Everybody's going back to cable. You could probably already see them typing that out on their keyboards at news organizations all across the web. But just keep in mind, cable, traditional pay TV subscribers still falling. The number of streaming subscribers overall to services like Sling and YouTube TV and Hulu and PlayStation Vue reportedly is continuing to grow. So just keep that in mind. Get ready for another round of cord cutting is just not worth it posts. I'd love to know though, why did you cancel DirecTV Now? If you canceled, if you stayed with DirecTV Now, why? Let me know both sides. I'd love to hear from you. And make sure you check back tomorrow for more cord cutting news, tips, tricks, and reviews. We'll be back here for our daily cord cutting news brief tomorrow. Tonight though, we'll have our cord cutting Q&A, 8 p.m. Eastern right here. I'll be live on YouTube answering your cord cutting related questions for about an hour. So if you're a regular here, you like our videos, make sure to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and you can stay up to date on everything happening in the world of cord cutting right now. So I hope you have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.